as a result of overharvesting in the upper northwestern parts of our states, including Northern California. We have eradicated many of the virgin timber, and that is one of the habitats for the spotted owl, which is much smaller, little less contentious, low-key as a wrong word to describe it for a bird right now, not as aggressive. And as a result of the eradication of that habitat, and this is causal relationships, what we do affects this earth. And we're in a crisis mode right now. That's not my opinion. I'm talking the data that's out there that we absorb every day, and it's not good. But we can help it a little bit. However, with the spotted owl, they have now moved into areas that heretofore have been dominated. Those birds are usurping because they're stronger, they're more powerful, they're a little more aggressive, and there's a size association there. So our government has wisdom, that's sarcasm on my point, sorry. 40,000 barred owls want to be eradicated in 6 states.
It's actually 400,000.
Oh, you don't have to correct me. I'm not good with numbers, she knows that. A lot of people do. Where's the rationale in this? So, with the birds that we have in Wisconsin, the barred owl is not threatened yet, but they... KT, sorry about that. She sent me photos, and in those photos, they are at one of the first rehabilitation centers in southern Kenya, and I'm looking at this picture. It'll be a little difficult for us to get really close, because that one you can talk to whatever. If you want to share a little bit about Princess real quick, and I do not know these names. We have a church culture that is Darth Vader, and the reason for that, for any of you with the Star Wars, their means of threat, when they feel threatened, will regurgitate the food. And it is the most obnoxious odor you've ever smelled. They'll come out in new colors that does not determine their gender. And again, for any of you that are here in Grafton that put up squirrel boxes, and he was happy to have them there. And one late dusk evening, he heard this cacophony of noises and went out with his cup of coffee, whatever, and there was a red-faced screech owl usurping the gray squirrel out so she can make a nest. Never estimate a mother, including if she is small. And you know, of course, those are just feathers on the top of the head. You will never see the ears of an owl. They're not like ours. One ear is here and the other is up here to maximize on hearing. And if we were to put one of these out, unfortunately, KT, do you remember why they were brought to us from another rehabilitator to determine if they could in fact see and kill because of our flake cages? Unfortunately, if there's a bad eye and there's a bad ear, that's a death sentence. So they are not released back to the wild. And they don't cohabitate together, that's not how it works. They each have their own facility, and most of you know that this is under the umbrella of the federal government and the state. When we bring these out to kids, they also say, oh, look at the little ears. No. And however, if you have snags on your property, if you know neighbors that have any old standing trees, if they've got little cavities, and by the way, the pileated woodpecker is now back in the southern area. Some of you already know this. Boom, 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 at 5:30 in the morning. Those holes are perfect cavities. The reduction of those is also putting them in an interesting position. And I'm in my lounge pajamas with a Mickey Mouse, Manitowoc. They said we knew we weren't open. They had traveled that distance. The mother opossum had been hit by a car. And by the way, opossums do not see well. Start breeding this month. By January 1st, they're on the nest, ideally with 2 eggs. So, without further, here we go.